In the ever-spinning wheel of television, even the brightest stars eventually dim. CBS's hit sitcom Young Sheldon, the prequel to The Big Bang Theory, recently met its end after a successful multi-season run. For fans who had grown attached to the young genius of East Texas, the cancellation came as a bittersweet moment. The show delivered a unique blend of humor, heart, and nostalgia, exploring the formative years of Sheldon Cooper. So why did CBS decide to pull the plug on one of its most beloved sitcoms? The answer, as with most things in television, isn't just about ratings. It's a mosaic of creative, business, and cultural factors. 1. The story reached its natural conclusion. Young Sheldon was never meant to run indefinitely. Unlike its parent show, which could rely on the open-ended misadventures of adult scientists and their romantic escapades, Young Sheldon had a more finite narrative arc. The series was framed around Sheldon's formative years and his family dynamics. And as any fan of The Big Bang Theory knows, Sheldon eventually leaves Texas for college at age 14. By season 7, the character had essentially reached that milestone. The creators, Chuck Lorre and Stephen Milaro, always intended for young Sheldon to remain rooted in storytelling authenticity. Stretching the plot beyond Sheldon's departure to Caltech would not only disrupt the timeline established in The Big Bang Theory, but it would also risk turning the show into something it wasn't. Just another long-running sitcom trying to squeeze out a few more seasons. 2. The changing landscape of network TV. Another significant factor is the shifting landscape of television itself. Network TV is no longer the juggernaut it once was. Streaming platforms have upended traditional viewing habits, and CBS, like all major networks, has had to adapt. Even with solid ratings, the economics of traditional TV are more complex today. While Young Sheldon remained one of CBS's top performers, its viewership skewed older. Younger audiences, the kind advertisers love, were flocking to platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Paramount+. It's no surprise, then, that CBS and Warner Bros. Television may have seen this as the perfect time to exit gracefully, while the show was still loved, and before it had overstayed its welcome. 3. The cast grew up. It's a reality that most shows featuring children eventually have to face. Kids grow up. Ian Armitage, who plays Sheldon, was only 9 when the series started. By season 7, he was well into his teens. While still immensely talented, Armitage's maturity made it increasingly difficult to portray the boy genius as a wide-eyed preteen. This aging out issue isn't unique to young Sheldon. Series like Stranger Things and Malcolm in the Middle faced similar challenges. You can de-age actors with makeup or visual effects, but there's a limit to how far you can push the illusion. Instead of forcing Armitage to play a 14-year-old at 17, the showrunners decided to bow out with dignity. 4. A spin-off was already on the horizon. Canceling Young Sheldon didn't mean CBS was abandoning the Cooper family altogether. In fact, it's more of a pivot than a farewell. The network quickly announced a new spin-off focused on Sheldon's brother, Georgie, and his wife, Mandy. This new show will follow the couple as they navigate marriage and parenthood in Texas, ground that feels right for the same blend of humor and heartfelt moments that made young Sheldon so beloved. This spin-off gives CBS the opportunity to explore fresh narratives while still leveraging the Big Bang Theory universe. It's a smart move, keeping the franchise alive but evolving with its audience. 5. A desire to preserve quality over quantity. In today's binge-driven culture, there's a growing appreciation for shows that end well rather than dragging on past their prime. Series like Breaking Bad and The Good Place have been praised for ending on their own terms, and it seems young Sheldon is aiming to do the same. Chuck Lorre and his team could have milked more seasons out of the format, but they chose storytelling integrity over syndication profits. Ending the show with a clear arc and emotional payoff gives it a lasting legacy. A show remembered for how good it was, not for how long it ran. 6. Legacy and closure. The final episodes of Young Sheldon are not just wrapping up the storyline. They are also weaving an emotional resonance for longtime fans. The show has gracefully balanced the comedy with poignant moments, especially surrounding the death of Sheldon's father, George Sr., a moment foreshadowed in The Big Bang Theory. The writers knew this would be a pivotal moment, not just for the character, but for viewers who have grown with the family over 7 seasons. Rather than stretch out the heartbreak or dilute its impact, the creators chose to give that moment the emotional space it deserved, and to let the series close on a meaningful note.